What's going on, fellas? Hold on, let me turn the light on. Hold on one second. I was cooking. Hey, listen up, fellas. There's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with having some type of identity. One thing this journey has taught me as a man and being on semen retention, the importance of having having an identity, being different, being unique. I'm explaining something, but to put y'all on game. Each one of you guys have something inside of you. Each one of you guys have your own uniqueness, your own originality. You have your own identity. There's something inside of you. And that's why it's important that when you own semen retention, you got to spend some time in solitary confinement. You have to take breaks from social media, because what that's doing, and the reason why I go on these breaks where I might post, but I won't scroll and look. And I take these breaks from that because sometimes you can lose your identity because you're too busy looking at the current trend, the newest trend, the newest and the latest and the greatest, right? So understand this, guys. You have to have your own identity. You have to have your own individuality, your own uniqueness. What about you is different? Sit down and meditate and ask yourself, what about me is different? Have your own style. Have your own look, right? Have your own uniqueness. And being on semen retention will give you the confidence and the courage to embrace that uniqueness, right? You don't have to look like everyone else on the internet. You don't have to keep up a certain look, right? And I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful that I went to a predominantly white school. My school was 60% white, 20% black, and 10% Mexican. But the school across town was mostly black. So what I'm saying is, I'm saying that to say this: I don't see color. I'm not racist. I love everybody. Black, white, green, purple, red. But what I'm saying to you is that when I went to school with mostly white kids, it really wasn't about having the latest and the greatest Jordan or the latest and the greatest look, right? I never got picked, you know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up in that type. And I'm saying that to say this, fellas, and don't click off this video because I need y'all to get this message. I'm saying that to say this, right? I love everybody of all nationalities, colors, and creeds. But for the men that look like me, that are my complexion or darker, quote unquote, black, African American, they have been conditioned that when they get money, they got to go look like money. And they got to go put it in your face and let you know I'm getting to the bag, right? I wasn't raised like that. So that's really not a part of me, right? I can't really get in that. I can't get with that. And you guys have known me for 4 or 5 years. I've been on YouTube. You really never seen me in that light. But I've never been one to have jewelry, diamonds, rollies, material, instruments, bells and whistles, right? That's never really been me, okay? And I've always knew that I had to be different. That's how I was raised. That's what my aunties and my grandma was telling me. Be yourself, be different, right? But being on semen retention, semen retention gave me a different level of confidence and courage to go after my uniqueness and my individuality. And it'll do that for you guys too. So understand this, guys. You have to have your own look, your own uniqueness. What about you is different? And embrace that and fall in love with that. Don't be so caught up in the latest and the greatest and the trends. Don't get caught up into that because it will put you in a financial bind. Man, God dang. Somebody trying to reach out. Let me do not disturb. It will put you in a bind, and it'll put you in a place of inadequacy where you feel empty, you feel less than because you don't have that, right? Embrace it. Have your own style. Have your own look, right? I'm a Renaissance man. And no disrespect and no shade to the new baggy look, the newest and the latest, greatest sneakers and the newest and the latest, greatest fashion apparel that's quote unquote hip. I'm more of a suited and booted, button up, dress shirt, slacks, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my look. Casual, Renaissance, classy. That's my look, right? And I'm sure many of you have seen my previous videos and been following me for a very long time, and y'all would see I had hair, obviously, then, right? And so when it came to me shaving my head bald, right, I got tired of sitting in line 3-4 hours waiting for a hair appointment. I got tired of paying $50 to $120 for a lineup every 2 weeks. I was traveling for work, so it wasn't like I could get a consistent barber, right? I was driving 18-wheelers, so I didn't have that. I couldn't. I was state to state, city to city. You can't get a barber like that, right? So I decided to shave my head bald, right? And I noticed that when I shaved my head bald and I found my look, the 5 o'clock shadow, the bald, you know what I'm saying, the clean cut, sometimes, the line up with the beard. Sometimes I grow it, sometimes I leave it. But I got more stares and more looks from women. I get more stares, more approaches. I get more positive feedback from women. Not that I need that validation, but that just goes to show that sometimes you got to step out of your boundaries and do what's uncomfortable via shaving your head bald. Not saying you need to do that, but that positive feedback was like, I had women tell me, I like you better bald. You look better bald, right? So I'm like, dang, this whole time I was feeling inadequate, man. I'm like, man, nigga. But you never know. You see what I'm saying? So being on semen retention, practicing this, staying meditated up, staying prayed up, and having some solitary confinement and being alone and talking to yourself and analyzing your thoughts, you discover your own uniqueness, something great about you that you can put out in the world. You see what I'm saying? So guys, I'm saying that to say this, if nothing else, right? Take a break from this, you know what I'm saying? If you have to. A lot of y'all don't have to do that. A lot of y'all already have your swag and you know what I'm saying? I'm saying I had to do that. I had to stop scrolling and looking and seeing, man, this is what such and such rappers wearing. I don't want to look like and identify with that because that's going to attract a certain type of woman. I don't want them kind of women. You see what I'm saying? I want a modest woman, a very conservative woman, a woman of merits, values, beliefs that's about saving money and making sure I'm saving my money, right? That's the type of woman I want. I don't want a woman that sees what I'm having and seeing what I'm doing and she's appealed by that because she wants that and she wants to be a part of my program or whatever, whatever. No, I don't want that. I don't want no parts of that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't get it. I don't get caught up into that. I have my own unique look. I love my look. I'm confident with my look. And I hope that a lot of you guys, my HTO bros, my subscribers, man, I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all can speak the same because I'm telling y'all, each one of y'all have y'all own uniqueness, something good about each and every one of you guys, man. You just got to discover it. You see the glow. You can get it too. I'm checking out.